Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. Let's react to this video. I haven't seen it yet. Let's go, but I'm sure it's going to be interesting because the introduction says it all, some dumb things we see online.
What are some of the dumbest crimes people will actually do? Well, let's get right to it and find out. Starting with number 7. Let's blow it as fast as possible. When South African Sibinjile Manny somehow got £850,000 in her bank account, she thought it was a gift from God. The money actually came in through government aid that Manny depended on to help her through school. Normally, the grant would get her about £85 per month, but this time she got over 10,000 times that amount. And instead of reporting this obvious error, Manny saw it as a sign that she was destined for the big leagues. So she started spending the money right away. Before the windfall, she was a poor accounting student who was scraping by. But once she received that money, all of that changed. Manny bought designer clothes and trashed her former wardrobe. She threw countless parties for her friends, bought them the latest iPhones, got her hair done, and started going to the most expensive bars in the area. Her new lifestyle had her blowing over £600 a day. But that lifestyle couldn't last forever. In a twist of fate, it wasn't the police or the aid scheme itself that caught her. Manny slipped up on her own by leaving a receipt at a supermarket that showed that she had over £800,000 in her account. That's a lot of money in most places, but in South Africa, it's even more. So the owners of the supermarket noticed something was up, told the police, and Manny was soon arrested. Astonishingly, she neither had to go to jail nor paid the money back. Her lawyer argued that she wasn't a danger to the community and hadn't done anything illegal to get the money. She ended up receiving a 5-year suspended sentence and was told to complete 14 weeks of community service. The really dumb thing about this story is the fact that there's no way to get away with this. Is it possible that Manny legit thought she'd never get caught? When it's that amount of money suddenly missing and unaccounted for, someone is going to eventually...
Like the reason why I'm quiet watching this is why would you look on? Like this is a mistaken transaction. Why are you spending it? Why are you spending it? Why won't you invest it into something so that when the owner comes for it, you can say, yo, this is your money. Yeah, this is your money, but you've invested it, so like it's yielding you profit, so you can give them their money without you having to pay anything or even suffer like this. Why are people that dumb? You were a poor accounting student, and now some fake money or a mistake fell in your account, and now you want, yeah.
come looking for it. And she was an accounting student, so she should know this. Or at least know how to hide the money. Or like, run away and live off the grid until she could figure out what to do with it. Number 6. Hop in. We're going after the X. Former NFL player Earl Thomas had his identity stolen by his ex-wife's new boyfriend. Thomas, who divorced his wife Nina in 2020, was robbed of almost $2 million through different nefarious means. Kevin Thompson, the new boyfriend and thief, did everything from cashing Thomas's checks, transferring ownership of his cars, to stealing directly from his bank account. Kevin had stolen Thomas's identity by opening a fake bank account with an ID that had all of Thompson's information, but Kevin's face. But Kevin couldn't keep at it for long. He was eventually arrested by the police when he drove Thomas's Rolls-Royce Cullinan SUV to the bank where he wanted to transfer ownership of the vehicle. After he was processed and released, Kevin tried to get the SUV back from the sheriff's department, but came to get it in another vehicle that had been reported stolen. Of course, this led to another arrest because why not? Make no mistake about it.
Man, people are wicked, man. How did he get Kevin Thomas's card? I'm sure it's the ex-girlfriend that gave it to him. People are really wicked, man. People are really. I think she deserves some jail time. Just give her some 2, 3 years, yeah, just to shake her up, just to make her know, yo, baby, you dumb, man. You dumb as fuck. You don't do that to anyone including your brother, even though this. Oh God.
Kevin Thompson was clearly a guy running low on brain power. It's like his brain was being run in battery saver mode or something. You might wonder why Kevin Thompson seemed to be targeting Earl Thomas other than the fact that Thomas was a rich Super Bowl champion. Well, it appears that there's no love lost between Thomas and his ex-wife Nina. In 2020, they reportedly drew weapons on one another in a parking lot, and Thomas himself had been arrested for harassing Nina at her job. And Nina is no saint either. Before their divorce, she was arrested for breaking into a vacation home and pointing a firearm at Thomas because she found him with, you guessed right, another woman. Number 5.
So that's why she's doing that. People are dumb, man. You Americans are some crazy. Okay, the first South African really goofed, but you Americans do some crazy, shady shit, man.
Of course I'm a billionaire. Russell Dwayne Lewis was a high school graduate from Texas who had big dreams. Or rather, he had big lies. And he used those lies to steal almost $4 million from 2 victims. Lewis said that he had actually grown up in London and had a PhD in theoretical mathematics and statistics. He also said that he had master's degrees in neurophysics, genetics, and quantum physics. He was a busy guy, and you'd think that would be the least of his lies. But Lewis also claimed to be a rabbi who somehow operated a secret family investment firm called Navim Equity. Lastly, he told his victims that he was worth around $10 to $30 billion. Lewis also claimed that he had worked for the CIA, the Secret Service, and the LAPD. He was also an astrologer and had used his skills to help pick the jury for the 1995 O.J. Simpson trial. So,
Yo, why all these lies and nobody saw through the BS? Why? Including the famous O.J. Simpson trial, man. Russell, why? Why, man? Why? OJ, by the way, those who don't know OJ Simpson, that trial was massive, man. So in America, they have this thing where they say, did OJ do it? Oh, it did. Like, that whole thing, like, the OJ Simpson's trial was really massive. I read about it. I don't think I read about it because I don't have that time. He's not that important. I think I watched a YouTube video about it and then they explained the whole trial to me. Yeah, but like, why would people believe all these things?
obviously, he's a real stable, solid guy. Duh. As bizarre and as ridiculous as these stories were, these lies helped him scam one poor guy of over $3 million and another poor widow of over $550,000. He had met the widow through his astrology reading services and convinced her to send him $550,000 for a fake investment. Once Lewis got the money, he spent it on personal expenses and office supplies that he needed to reel in other victims. Lewis also orchestrated a complicated scheme where he got into a $290 million negotiation to purchase the Lord & Taylor department store. He sent in a fake bid accompanied by a fake letter from a foreign bank claiming to have millions of euros to finance the bid. The due diligence for this fake sale cost Lord & Taylor thousands of dollars in fees before they eventually realized Lewis was a con man. Lewis was finally caught and sentenced to 8.5 years in prison. Have you ever met anyone?
Yeah, he really deserves it. Because including OJ Simpson in your lies, yeah, you deserve more years than that one.
That just constantly told a bunch of super weird lies? Tell us all about it in the comments below. Number 4. No, I crashed your Ferrari. Millionaire Richard Hansen claims that his chauffeur, Alan Sicurella, is responsible for crashing his Ferrari after allowing a friend to drive it. Sicurella had been Hansen's chauffeur for 17 years until they fell out on account of the crash. Hansen said that Sicurella let his friend, Raymond Zarb, drive it, and Zarb crashed it. Sicurella, on the other hand, said that he was the one driving while Zarb sat in the passenger seat. After the crash, Hansen fired Sicurella and then hauled him and Zarb to court. The claim against Zarb was settled in an early stage, but legal complications involving the inability of Sicurella to prove his case led to it being dismissed. The judge in charge of the case then awarded £67,484 damages claim against Sicurella. The trial seemed like that should be the end of it, but Sicurella decided to resurrect the case, fight the judgment. He still claims claimed that the crash was merely an innocent accident, and the fact that Zarb's injuries from it were on his left side proves Zarb was in the passenger seat. But here's the issue. Fighting the case could cost Sicurella a total of £478,484 in court costs, leaving him in financial jeopardy. As of the release of this video, Hansen has a £412,000 charging order held over Sicurella's £800,000.
Why would you give your boss's car to someone and then the person will crash it? And then when you are being sued, you also counter sue. Why are we like that? Why are these are not even American, these are English because they are transacting and they're talking in terms of pounds. So I'm assuming these are English, my UK people. Why are you guys like that, man? That's some risky thing you should be doing. You shouldn't be doing using your boss's stuff just to make your friends comfortable. Because look, your work is where you eat. That's where you feed your family. So you shouldn't be playing with it in such a way, man.
Family home because of the previous costs ordered against him. If this judgment doesn't go his way, he may end up losing everything. What do you think? Should Hansen have let it go even if Sicurella had allowed his friend to drive the Ferrari? Or do you think it's fair to go after Sicurella this way? Let us know in the
I think, guys, yeah, let us know in the comment section. But like, I think Cicarella or whatever his name is, he really goofed, man. He really goofed up. So yeah, catch you guys in the next one, next part of this video. Bye.